A celebration so crazy, it almost started a world war? One so insane, it had an entire team banned from a stadium? Whoa! These are the 10 banned celebrations in football. And wait till you see what Ronaldo did that almost had him banned from the Champions League. But first off, Richarlison scored a goal and decided to set a stadium on fire. Here's the deal. Back when he was at Everton, Richarlison was a smoke. The dude was scoring goals and became a key part of the team. And after scoring the winner against Chelsea, he became so pumped that instead of celebrating like normal ballers, he went a little extra and did this. I won't lie, it kinda looked cool. But unfortunately for Richarlison, the English FA wasn't feeling it. And that's when they had him on the ropes. They termed this one as improper misconduct, and after Richarlison admitted to the charge, he got fined $25,000 and was banned for 1 game. Damn, that's almost as crazy as Robbie Fowler getting wasted on live TV. Coming into the 1995 Merseyside Derby, Robbie Fowler was mad angry. See, for months, he'd been accused of taking illegal substances by the Everton fans to give his game an extra boost, and Fowler was pretty much tired of having to explain and defend himself. So, right after opening the scoring, he straight up mocked him. Whoa! Fowler's manager, Gerard Houllier, came out to say the celebration was just a copy of a dance. But come on, man, you're not fooling anyone. Fowler's celebration response was extreme, and because of that, the FA slammed him with a 4-match ban and a $50,000 fine. But at least Fowler didn't have to pay with his career, like George's Katitis. Katitis was playing for AIK Athens in the Greek Super League when he scored a late-winning goal against Faria NFC. Now, Katitis was pumped for this one, and having already taken off his shirt, you'd probably be thinking that was it for the dude. But he had one more celebration lined up that was going to cost him everything. See guys, this celebration was actually the special salute for Adolf Hitler back in the day. And if you don't know this guy, well, let's just say he killed over 10 million people and started World War II. So, right after Katitis did this, everyone went nuts, including his fans. The AIK Athens supporters refused to stand by Katitis and his actions. And when the Greek FA got involved, they banned Katitis from all sporting activities in Greece for life. What a sad way to end your career. If you're gonna pull off a special salute, I think it's best you look it up before match day. Else, you could end up like Katitis or Nicolas Anelka. In 2013, Anelka returned to the Premier League and was on the books of West Brom. But his first few months were horrible. See, in December, Anelka finally scored his first goal against West Ham. And to celebrate, he wanted to put out a major statement and ease off the pressure. But he somehow made it worse. See guys, that sign right there, it's called a canal, and it's anti-Semitic. It was also a tribute to the Nazis back in the early 90s. Anelka argued that he was just copying his friend and the French comedian Dudon. But the English FA didn't see it like that and banned him for 5 months. Anelka's contract was later terminated by West Brom, and he retired a few months later. I guess Anelka wasn't as lucky as his former teammates Didier Drogba and Salomon Kalou, who almost bagged jail time for supporting a prisoner. In 2008, Chelsea was away at Middlesbrough and won the match 2-0. But the result wasn't even the major headline. See, Drogba and Kalou both scored, and their celebration sparked a major debate. See, they're both from Ivory Coast, and back home, the Ivorian government had just released the popular activist Antoine Assal from prison. So Drogba and Kalou's celebrations kinda looked like they were supporting his release. To make it worse, the FA had banned Ipswich Town's David Norris for the same gesture a year before. So both Drogba and Kalou knew they were in a big situation. But lucky for them, the FA believed their excuse and didn't press any charges. So they got off the hook, and none of them have done this goal move ever since. They should have just stuck to dancing, but even that isn't safe anymore. Don't take it from me, ask Carlos Tevez. Back in 2004, it was the most heated clash in all of South American football. River Plate versus Boca Juniors. The match was tense until 20-year-old Carlos Tevez came on and scored in the 88th minute to send the Boca fans into a frenzy. Tevez was probably caught in all the emotions, man, because first, he took off his shirt and did a little dance that almost sparked a riot. No way he was calling the River Plate team chickens. That's insane. Tevez got sent off for his celebration because the referee believed it was mocking his opponents and it wasn't professional. And even though Tevez went on to later have another iconic dance on FIFA, he's avoided the chicken dance ever since. Maybe you can't dance your way out of every problem. Vinicius Jr. had to learn this the hard way after his dance had an entire team banned from a stadium. In 2018, Vinnie was still repping his native Flamengo when they went away to Botafogo in the Brazilian Serie A. They won the match 3-1, thanks to Vinnie's late goal to seal the game. But he probably wasn't thinking straight when he went to celebrate, because what he did next was a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. See, this crybaby celebration has a really deep meaning to Botafogo fans, and it's painful too. In 2008, a group of Botafogo players were seen publicly crying after some harsh refereeing decisions in a match they lost. And because of that, they don't joke with any crying gestures. So when Vinnie pulled this off, they decided to deal with the entire club. Flamengo had a match against Boa Vista in the Guanabara Cup final, and were all set to use Flamengo's pitch. But the club denied them and banned them from using it. Could have avoided that, just like Bettner could have avoided paying over $100,000 for an insane celebration. Euro 2012, and Bettner was the Danish national team's star man. In the game against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal, Bettner had a plan to grab the headlines. So right after scoring against him, he went pants down and had all cameras turning in his direction. Turns out Bettner was promoting the brand Paddy Power. UEFA wasn't too pleased with this. And to be honest, Bettner kinda looked weird with his pants down on live TV. So they slammed him with a fine of $108,000. The Paddy Power brand did admit that they got some publicity from Bettner's actions, so they agreed to help Bettner pay a part of the fine. But when Robert Lewandowski got into trouble because of a celebration, he faced the consequences all alone. Lewandowski was playing for Barcelona, away at Osasuna, and while they were expecting him to bag goals, he bagged something else. 2 yellow cards in the opening 21 minutes. Now, this double yellow should have meant that Lewandowski would have been suspended for 1 game only. But this quickly turned into 3, after the guys in the RFEF spotted something everyone else missed. They labeled the gesture as unsportsmanlike and had Louis out for 4 matches. Jeez, I thought he was just picking his nose. Well, at least they weren't threatening to have him kicked off a competition like Ronaldo and UEFA. In the 2018-19 UEFA Champions League round of 16, Ronaldo was trying to help his Juve team knock out his former rivals Atletico Madrid. The first leg didn't go as planned because they lost 2-0, and for Ronaldo, it was a horror show. The Juve fans kept mocking him, and even worse, right after they opened the scoring, Atleti coach Diego Simeone had a special message for Ronaldo and his teammates. Ronaldo was determined to get his revenge, and in the second leg, he hit another gear, put on a show, and scored a hat-trick to knock Atleti out 3-2. But Ronaldo wasn't finished yet, because right after hitting his third goal, he remembered the stuff Simeone did back in Madrid, and he knew right there it was payback time. Oof. But you see, guys, this back and forth between Simeone and Ronaldo was being watched by UEFA too. And as a result, they were both fined $28,000 and charged with improper conduct. UEFA was even threatening to ban Ronaldo from the quarterfinals, but lucky for him, they dropped the charges. Pretty sure Ronaldo and Simeone won't be doing this move anytime soon. they should probably just stick to watching content on Goal Zone. Now that's completely legal. And the best part? It's free!